Hey, this is Gary Holt. You're watching Metal Miners.
Yo, what up YouTube? It is Codi here from Metal Miners. I got a collection update for you all. Figured let's hop right into it. So what's playing in the background is Crushing the Scepter, Echoing Screams of Madness and Delusion. This is a Transylvanian tape. I got this from a record shop by my house, namely Lunchbox Records. Let's take this out, see what we got inside. Lyrics and such. This is my first listen to right now. It's probably not my thing. It's a little slow for me. As you all know, I'm not big into Doom. So whenever it's too slow, I tend to not listen to it. So this might be my only listen for Crushing the Scepter. But yeah, let's move on. So first up, this is what I'm writing my notes in. I've got the Action Bronson Acting Crazy composition notebook. He's lost a bit of weight since this photo was drawn of him, I think. But yeah, it's gonna be my notebook from now on, so check it out. So first up, I got some vinyl, some CDs. Most of it's from Lunchbox Records. If not, I'll tell you. But if it's from Lunchbox Records, I'm just not going to mention it because I felt like in the last video I said it 100 times and it was just too much. So first up, I've got Gaahls Wyrd from Norway. Well, this is of course Gaahls' solo project from Gorgoroth. This is really weird and I like it. It's pretty avant-garde, I would say, but it's got some real black metal moments in it. I say real black metal moments. It's a gatefold. I believe it's just on a black vinyl, but yeah, this is a really interesting record. I got hip to it via Spotify, just listening to it on my way back from work. And it's pretty interesting. If you haven't heard it, I would definitely say take a look. It's just a black vinyl. So yeah, that came out in 2019. It's entitled Gastir, Ghosts Invited. And of course, like I said, it's black metal. So if you like black metal, if you like things a little weird, definitely check it out. It's a good listen. Next up, I'm gonna skip around a little bit. I've got Hate Eternal's Infernus. This is their 2015 record. Of course, this is Eric Rutan's project. This came out in 2015. I don't really know. Actually, that's not true. I know why I bought this. I never really listened to Hate Eternal, but I really just love the cover to this album. Let me pull it out of its sleeve. I mean, just look at that. Just killer. I've listened to this a couple times. Pretty dank stuff. It's a gatefold. I mean, it's technical, it's brutal. It's just a really good record. I believe it's just on a black vinyl. Yeah. But really good record. I didn't know if I was gonna like it, but I really enjoyed it. So if you haven't checked it out, check out Hate Eternal and check out Infernus. Look at that cover. Killer. Next up, this is a weird one from a band, if you're a metal purist, you might not know of. But if you're like me and you like weird things and different things, this is a band that needs no introduction. This is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. who have released a plethora of different albums, from surf rock to psychedelic, and to this album, which is a thrash metal album, and it's done right. I mean, just look at this. That's metal. It's a pretty good thrash album. I mean, honestly, for a band that's not known for metal, they just kind of showed out. Check out this vinyl. Black and red. This is entitled Infest the Rat's Nest. Came out in 2019. And King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard hail from Australia. So a land down under, which is a song that plays at my work all the time. You come from a land down under. Which gets stuck in my head. But yeah. Let's go to another Australian band, Cauldron Black Ram. I have no idea how to describe this album. It's got death metal parts, doom metal parts, black metal vocals. I don't know how I would describe it, but it's a really good album. 20 Bucks Spin put it out. Came out in, let's see, 2020. It's entitled Slaver. And this is a really nice vinyl as well. But yeah, I'm not sure how I would describe this album. It's a metal album. That's what I'd say it is. Look at that. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Got the helm. I love the cover of it too. The cover is just absolutely sick. I'll show the cover one more time. Breaking down the walls. Let's go. Yeah. Next up, I have Gruesome with Savage Land. This, of course, is Matt Harvey's band. It is death worship at its ultimate, finest achievement, which I would say is any death metal band would be proud to be put in the same sentence as death. So these guys really, put on for their city, which is half and half Miami and somewhere in California, I believe. But this is a killer album. It definitely reminds you a lot of death. It's death worship, as I said. But really killer stuff, really killer death metal. Came off of Relapse Records, and it's on black vinyl. All right, moving on. I've got a treat for you all, a treat for myself, as I found this. Oh, and here's a code, if anyone wants it, for Gruesome Savage Land. Let me actually do my CDs first before I do the last one. Blood Incantations Timewave 0. I don't know what to tell you guys. When I heard it was ambient, I was like, okay, that sounds dope. I've listened to this one time all the way through, so I definitely need to listen to it more. But first listen, I was like, Timewave 0 sucks. I thought it sucked. It was just boring. It was very droney. I was thinking more of the long lines of like dungeon synth kind of stuff. I don't know why, because everything that they've done previously has had kind of droney ambient stuff to it. But this just seemed like it was 40 minutes of just pressing a button. You know what I mean? Obviously it had some different parts to it, but man, I was expecting more out of this. Like I said, I'm going to keep listening to it. I might make another video next week and I might say, hey, I love this. I changed my mind. But after first listen, I was like, dude, what the hell? You know what I mean? But that is Blood Incantations Timewave 0. That, of course, just came out this past Friday. 2022 via Century Media. So yeah, those are just my thoughts. If you disagree, that's fine. If you agree with me, that's even more fine. But this is going to require some more listening. It's not a first listen kind of record. Next up, it was on my top 20, or was it? I think it was on my, what's the word? Honorary mentions. Enforced Kill Grid 2021. These guys are out of Richmond, Virginia. This is a killer thrash record. Thrash, a little bit of crossover, a little bit of hardcore influence. That's why it made my honorary mentions, just because I don't really enjoy the hardcore influences when it comes to thrash. Although I know that it's become prevalent in the scene, which is fine. But don't expect me to co-sign a lot of it. But I will co-sign this. This was fire. That is Enforced Kill Grid. Next up, Action Bronson, Only for Dolphins, 2020. This artwork is all done by himself. Look at that. I mean, that's dope. The cover looks a little childish. I hate to say it. Action, but it looks a little childish. And then it comes on this, just, come on. Do something a little different. I wanted to buy Action Bronson's latest on vinyl, but he was charging like $60 for it. And I am not paying $60 for no damn vinyl, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, Only for Dolphins, Action Bronson, aka White Bronco. And last but not least, the find of my life so far as a record enthusiast at record shops. One of my favorite bands. I've talked about it on here. It used to be our most viewed video until I believe our top 20 broke it. But that is Old Nick, Curse of the Lockmaster, Witch of the Northern, was it 8? Witch of the Northern 8. This came out in 2020. This is a compilation record. And I was stoked to see this at my local record shop. I cannot tell you how excited I was when I saw it. I immediately grabbed it. I wasn't even planning on buying anything today, but then I went and got it, and it just piled on. I just had to buy more records, and I had to buy this. So this was like the rock at the top of the mountain that rolls down and causes the avalanche. This is what this is for me. And this record, I don't even know how to describe it to you guys. It's just a dream. I'm literally dreaming that I found this at a record shop. Old Nick. Old MFing Nick at a record shop. I couldn't believe it. You can't get these vinyl. You literally cannot find these vinyl anywhere without paying an arm and a leg. So I'm super stoked to have this. Just stoked out of my mind. But yeah, I believe that's it for me, guys. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I know I'm not, we are different entities, me and my father, but kind of the same beast. But I'm just not going to give you as much in-depth detail as he is. It's just not in my blood. Well, I guess it is in my blood because he's my father, biological father. So maybe that's the wrong choice of words. It's just not who I am, is to write down all this stuff. I can give you the year the album came out, the name, and the title of the album and what I think of the album. I'm not going to do all the artwork and stuff and, slave over notes and stuff. That's just not me. But thanks for checking this out. Leave a comment if you'd like. Leave a like and subscribe. Do all that stuff. I'm Cody, and we out here. Only the good stuff.